why I popped on Ryan was because I thought he did OF. Saying that someone looks like your ex and that's why you don't necessarily want to give him a chance is a bit childish. You don't like dark skins, just say that. Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Esther and this is, say with me, Unfiltered with E. Thank you so much to my returning subscribers for returning. Thank you so much for continual support and engagement on all my platforms. And for any new subscribers, welcome to the family. On this channel we discuss faith, relationship, just life in general, keeping it unfiltered. So yeah, don't forget to like, comment, and most importantly, subscribe. We are almost, you guys, we're so close to our goal of 1,000 subscribers, and I would not do it without y'all and your support. So thank you so much for the likes. Thank you so much for the shares. Thank you so much for the follows on all my platforms. It is 2025 and I have gained so many new supporters from from June, really. So from June up until now, I've gained a lot of supporters, and a lot of people still have a lot of questions. Esther, what happened? Esther, what happened? Like, I really thought that I really thought that my video, this one, explained everything, but after watching it back, I feel like I should have waited a bit more and watched everything play out prior to making a video trying to explain things that I myself wasn't too, what's the word? I didn't know that there was more to the story, you guys. I did not know there was more to the individual. So now it's been months. I'm not trying to drag nothing out. I just still constantly, you guys, even today, if you haven't followed my Instagram, go ahead and follow me. Even today, you guys, look, this is just a question from today. I still get asked constantly about the show. I still get asked what happened. I still get asked, y'all, I'm not even capping, like, I still get asked. So hopefully this is the very last video, an updated video explaining everything that happened with as much detail as I possibly can give you guys, because yes, my supporters are curious. You know, this was such a monumental moment for a lot of people, and people that did watch that still felt like there were so many unanswered questions to this day. So hopefully I can keep in mind, this is just my part. This is from my point of view of what happened and how everything transpired. So hopefully this video answers y'all's questions. If you guys see me looking down, it's because I'm referring to my notes and things that I just jotted down to keep track of my thoughts, because I tend to wander off a lot. Disclaimer, this video is not to revisit the past, even though we will revisit the past. It's more for clarity for everyone, which is a lot of people, y'all, that to this day still ask what happened, still wants clarity, still wants answers, and I don't owe anyone anything. I don't. At the same time, I want to be unfiltered, I want to be honest, and I want to answer people's questions. he comes and the whole shebang happens, and I'm just like, okay, I held on to that So yeah, I was like, yeah, no. All right, the moment that everybody and their mamas was waiting for, the king himself comes out. When he came out, I was just like, y'all really know how to pick him. I was not aware that he was the last person. I really was not aware, because you guys, my brain was elsewhere at that moment. Really, I was just thinking about food because I was starving. My brain was elsewhere. I was thinking about food. I was thinking about my feet. At that moment, like, I'm tired. I am swaying. I am moving my legs. Super tired. And trying to just like, okay, you got this, you got this, you got this. When he comes out, I'm just like, okay, you know what, just give him a chance the same way I gave everyone a chance. He introduces himself, says what he does. Physically, absolutely not my type. Okay, let's play a game. Esther rates the man on episode 11. Let's start from, how many were there? Yeah, I don't even know how many men there were. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 men? Jeez. Okay, let's rate them. Number 10, we all know who, the infamous king, goes right here. And then after him, I would put Chandler there. And then, I forgot his name. Damn, give me a second. Okay, so far we have the infamous king right here. Chandler's right here. Antoine. I would put Chad right there. Yeah, Chad right here. Michael right here. That's who? That's the infamous king. Chandler. Yeah, my brain is just like Chandler. Antoine. Yep. Chad. Michael. And wait. Did we have more women than men? Okay, let me look, because maybe this is why I was tripped off. Give me a second. That explains. There were 6 men for 10 women. And no wonder. Okay, that explains why I was like, this is not the last guy. I knew he was, in my mind, I knew that was not the last guy. Because there was a comment that I saw a while back that was like, oh, she only left with him because he was the last guy and she wanted a match so she can come back. He wasn't supposed to be the last guy. Anyway, infamous king, Chandler, Antoine, Chad, Michael. I'm hungry. Right now, Ryan. Yeah, there you go. That's my ranking of attractiveness. Me and the infamous king walk off, and then we go and talk. The conversation was a bit more of, I don't want you to think just because I walked off with you, I agree with how you treated the women. I was like, hey, I don't think what you did was right. I know what you did was not right, and I wish that you spoke a bit differently and carried yourself a bit differently. And then he's like, I just felt like it was all of these women, you know, everyone against me, and he felt like he needed to defend himself. I was like, I completely get that. I understand. There's what, 10, maybe 9 women versus 1, and I'm sure that was his like his walls were up, and that was the way he felt like he needed to express himself. So we're talking. Chad comes. Okay. The stage is right here. The audience is right here. People are still sitting there. Me and him are behind the stage, y'all. Mind you, like I pulled him to the side because I will say this again. Praise or comfort in public, correct in private. Okay? That's how I am. So I pulled him to the side, away from everyone, because I genuinely wanted him and I to talk and potentially be friends. Okay? Because any and every relationship should start with a friendship first. Because no, I'm not meeting you today after not ever, like, I've never seen this man, I've never seen any of these people before, and y'all expect us to get married tomorrow? Like, no, like, we gotta build a friendship, see how things go, communicate, and then potentially be an item. So we're talking like, okay, maybe, just maybe. So we're talking. Chad walks. So at the end there, like, we're done filming, everyone was done, because that's when I found out that he was the last person. So everyone's done, everyone's like talking, mingling, sharing information. Okay, so people are walking and stuff, and then Chad comes to us and it's like, hey, it was really nice, it was dope meeting you guys, I would like to share, like, connect with you guys and stuff. So he asked for both of our info. He did. And I'm like, okay, well, I don't necessarily feel comfortable giving out my number, but you can have my Instagram, we can all connect like that. So I literally grab my phone and I hand it to him so he can put his Instagram, so I can follow him and he can follow me, just like how we did with literally everyone. And keep in mind, him, the infamous king, and Chad followed each other. So all of that happens. He storms out. He's like, this what you gonna do? This what you gonna do? Storms out, like, gets angry. He's literally like, like, he freaks out. And then I just thought, in that moment, I was like, okay, did he just leave? That's kind of weird. So he storms off and goes. In my mind, I'm like, he's gone. Like, my match is gone. He's gone. And I'm like, okay, I'm not gonna chase you. What you want me to do, chase you? So that happens. The producer comes back. He's like, hey, are you okay? Like, what happened? I'm like, I think you got mad because I gave Chad my Instagram. He's like, huh? So we had like a quick conversation, and he ends up calling the producer while I'm talking to him. He's like, hey, so what happened? Like, are you okay? What's going on? Oh, he's like cussing at the producer on the phone. He's like going crazy. I can hear it. And I ask for the phone. He gives me his phone. I'm like, hey, what's going on? You're promiscuous. This is why I don't do women. This is blah, blah, blah. And I'm just like, whoa, calm down. I didn't drop my panties. I just gave this person. It's called networking. Anyway, so that happens. It's time because I'm starving, y'all. My friend drove me there, so we're leaving. We go to her car. I'm putting all my stuff because I brought like a different dress that I was gonna wear and my makeup bag. So I'm putting my stuff in her car. I get a tap and I turn around and it's Chandler. Y'all. And it's Chandler. He's like, hey, like, you for real? Like, you don't, he said something about like, you don't like the way I look, like you don't F with me for real. I'm like, you matched with someone, like, out of respect for her, you and I shouldn't even be talking right now. And then he's like, well, we can at least be friends, you know? Sure, as long as it's platonic, it's nothing crazy. So I hand him my phone. This whole time, the infamous king was in his car. He literally speeds. He's like, yeah, this is what you're doing. And then he speeds off. And I'm just like, that's weird. I thought you left. Even if you hadn't left, I would have still done it. So, not because I am this promiscuous person, but because I'm an adult. You're an adult. We just met. Calm down. Anyway, one thing that I find hilarious is being called promiscuous. If you look up the word promiscuous is having or characterized by many sexual relationships. Basically, you just be sleeping with anyone and everyone, aka. So when someone's calling me promiscuous, I'm like, oh wow, definitely not something that I do. I am very selective when it comes to anyone that I even talk to or entertain. So nothing made sense. So fast forward, I think a few weeks later, I'm like, so this man's, because he just kept going. There's more, which we're gonna get into. I go on his Instagram and I go on his like following list, and it's all of these what many may consider promiscuous women. I'm like, so you're calling me promiscuous, but this is what you like? That makes no sense. I have a screen recording of it that I can insert here, and it's not to bash the women, to each their own, but it's to prove a point. But this is what you follow, aka your algorithm is full of women and big boobs and big booties. Like, this is what you see, but you're calling me promiscuous? Make it make sense. Anyway, so that was the first T that I clocked. And then he ends up posting our conversation. So when someone sends you a private message apologizing, taking accountability, I don't owe you that. I don't. But I apologized because you felt disrespected, and I took accountability for that. And then you end up posting that on your social media thinking it exposed me. Sweetheart, you didn't expose anything. I apologized. One thing that he kept mentioning is how I gave Chandler my number and how I was this promiscuous person. The person they keep mentioning who matched with a beautiful lady is contacting me, flirting with me and stuff. And I even literally told him, I was like, give the girl you match with a chance. I'm not trying to take nobody's man, because obviously if you watch their follow-up video of what happened, he really wasn't that great of a not a guy. I'm not saying he was a bad person. He was playing games too, you know. And I feel bad that she had to go through that with him. He just wasn't honest and he wasn't genuine, and that's one thing that I can never deal with, is being someone else's like second option. Really, it's like, if you didn't like her, you should have left her alone. Like, y'all need to stop entertaining people you don't have interest in and wasting people's times, because she's beautiful, she's an amazing person and has a great personality, and someone else is gonna see that and appreciate that and really truly give her and show her the love that she deserves. And he just wasted her time. So God saved me from that, because he would have probably wasted my time. That's the situation with Chandler. After that comment, after that conversation, I think I just like blocked him and I didn't bother texting him again.
Yeah, I can hear you.
I'm guessing this is Aaron.
Yes,
okay.
This is me speaking.
Are you doing this for genuine reasons, or what's happening here?
Am I doing what for genuine reason?
The you calling me right now.
I just told you I was on the phone with my mom, discussing everything. And she felt like I should take you on a date still and kind of open my eyes to this situation a little more.
Okay. It's 11 p.m. This man calls me talking about his mom told him to take me on a date. And I'm just like, okay, this is not something that was in my bingo cards for the day, but okay. So he basically tells me that he didn't like what I did, but he's willing to,
so you can get that experience with me. If you would like to do so, we can. If not, that's fine with me as well.
I don't want you to take me out just because your mom wants you to take me out.
You said what?
I said, I don't want you to take me out just because your mom wants you to take me out.
I mean, I wanted to take you out because I was interested in you. I think you're beautiful. You know, I love the fact that you pursue God. You had the most emotional intelligence. You had the best physical attraction. Everything. I just didn't like what you did in front of my face, you know. And I've been telling, you know, the whole world that I've been with, not to call you a low-value woman, but I've been with low-value women that have, you know, broke my heart, showed signs of promiscuity, and done things of that nature. You know, now when I see red flags like that, I don't even want to entertain it whatsoever. So
Valid.
trying to hold you accountable for the next woman's actions, it was just, you know, that was just a big red flag for me.
Another thing that we discussed was him basically calling me a gold digger. Just listen.
Gonna paint that narrative, and honestly, I apologize. You know, I kind of had a preconceived notion about you, and I should have just had a conversation, a little deeper conversation with you. But now, you know, speaking to you, you possess a lot of emotional intelligence.
I wasn't faking it. It's not easy to fake this. It's not.
It's not. It's because what's in you will always come out of you.
Always.
But
so mind you, this is June 16th. We have an amazing conversation, and then you're still posting? On the 18th, he sends me this message thanking me. He's like, thank you for being so open-minded and not judging me despite what you've seen. Because this is after, I believe, after his ex posted that TikTok video. That almost brought tears to my eyes, and honestly, that speaks volume to your emotional intelligence. I've been so stressed today and having to move and dealing with all this madness. Just hearing you say that was a breath of fresh air. Thank you. I hope you are getting the best sleep of your life, queen. And then he sends me the Proverbs 31, mind you, verse. And I'm thinking that we're on good terms. Like, okay, it may not work romantically, but maybe this is someone that I could be friends with. So we're having this conversation, and I'm still trying to figure out, like, are you my friend, or are you trying to, like, are you gonna post something the next day? Like, behind the scenes, we're having good conversations where we're on the same page, but on social media, you're painting me out to be the bad guy. Like, make it make sense. It's not making sense to me. And that's one thing that frustrated me, because how are you still posting when I've already apologized? Like, if you want clout, then say that. It was bringing you traction. Just say that. I had all of this, and I'm just now posting it. Like, why not post it in, like, the peak of all that traction? So it just made no sense. It was so confusing to me. What I'm about to, like, show you guys just discredits this man so hard, to the point where it's like, were you even there for the right reasons? Was this planned? Are you even who you say you are? And all of this worked in your favor, and you still effed it up.
Honestly, the plan was, when I got on the show, my friend was supposed to go on there with another girl, and they were gonna act like, you know, they liked each other, and you know, do a little fake thing, or and go on the show afterwards, act like they fell in love.
Yeah.
But for whatever reason, he pulled out at the last second. He was like, "Bro, I don't want to do it. You know, you should just go up there and do it."
So your friend and y'all had a whole plan that your friend was supposed to go on there with another girl who was also in on this plan and fake the funk. So were you faking the funk? So all of this, that you're not qualified, was that rehearsed? Because it worked for a little bit, for a while there, but your true colors showed. It worked. It's just so frustrating. And maybe that's why the show is trying to portray a bit more like mature or older people, because it's so hard for people to view the integrity of a show when someone and his friends never came there for the right reasons. It's so hard for people like me to get on there and genuinely think that, okay, maybe this guy's being genuine after experiencing you. Some of us didn't rehearse this, and the show is not a gimmick. This is how Arlette and BM are contributing to the world and keeping it as authentic as they possibly can, but it's hard because of people like you.
So he told me, like, bro, go up there, act like you like this girl.
I wonder who this girl is.